day 24. I'm still in Holland. Um, my vlog today was inspired by a conversation that I had last night with a colleague of mine. Um, and it is something that I enjoyed kind of reflecting on again. Uh, and it just reminded me of, you know, to remember that, things that we get comfortable in, and like when we're in our safe zone, we tend to want to stay there. We tend to enjoy the safety net of being in a comfortable state. Basically, whether that's financially, or if it's a skill that we have, or if it's just a feeling. And unfortunately, sometimes those feelings and the states that we find ourselves in are not actually good ones, and they kind of encourage us to act in ways that maybe not, that aren't correct, or, we're not being the best version of ourselves. So just to go straight in there, I find that in my current job now with the Stomp, it's comfortable in a sense that I've been doing it for 3 years. The role that I do, I enjoy very much. I do believe that it's an extension of myself. And so I enjoy it very much. And, my pay is good. I travel the world. I travel with amazing people. I'm surrounded by beautiful, creative souls. So it's comfortable. However, I know that that is not my purpose in life. That's not the end goal. This is simply a chapter. And while I have no commitments in terms of, children, and my responsibilities, with myself and with my family, I should always strive to, be the best version of myself, to explore, my talents, my skills, to create my own things, to create my own memories, my own legacy. So I remember having a conversation with a very good friend of mine, and it's kind of like, it was a different situation, but it kind of links in as well. So if you imagine yourself on a surfboard, and surfing is not easy. I actually haven't surfed before, but I imagine that it's something that requires some skill. And I'm sure there's different levels to how good you can surf. So let's imagine we're on a surfboard, but we're on the flat we're on our tummies, and we're literally just paddling, wading, paddling. The waves are massive, but obviously when the wave comes, we can just hold on, and we don't actually fall off the surfboard. That's our comfort zone. That's where we know that we may get wet, but we won't fall off. And then oftentimes we stay nice and dry in the sun. However, the real beauty and the real joy and success comes from standing up on that surfboard. Standing up and going for the biggest wave. You can practice along the way with teeny tiny waves. Have some practice. Dip your toe in first. Test the water. But remember that if you stand up on the board and if you fall off, once you go down under, the only other way you're going to want to come is up for air. That's the only way you're going to go. You're not going to keep going down, You're going to want to come up. So it's okay to fall off the surfboard. Fall off. Just know that you can come back up. And actually, when you come back up and you get back up on that surfboard, you know that you're stronger. You know that you've learned something from that wave. You've learned that, okay, that didn't work. That maneuver wasn't right. Whatever weight I had my body, too much on the left, too much on the right. I need more knowledge of this wave. Boat, but you're never going to learn that if you stay on your belly, paddling around. It's going to be the same. And we should all want something more for ourselves. I encourage everyone to have goals and, appreciate what the situation you find yourself in. If it makes you feel happy and comfortable, yes, by all means. But just know that everyone can leave something behind. Everyone can achieve whatever it is that they dream to achieve. You can actually do and be anything that you want. Yes, once things in life change and we become more responsible for other people, like children. We've got children and we have to look after people, whatever, and then sometimes you're kind of not stuck, but you're limited to expanding, your own, sometimes things are on a standby because we have to stay on our bellies. We have to stay afloat just to kind of get by through this moment. But when that moment passes, and it will pass, because life is just chapters, one chapter after another, stand up.